Welcome to the Ride Cincinnati podcast. This is our pilot episode. I am Allison Schroeder, and I'm joined today by Miles McDowell, our marketing director. Thank you so much for being our first guinea pig.
Thank you for having me here.
Of course.
Nice to see you all today.
Yeah. We work together all the time on rides, so it's really good that we get to talk shop and share some of the really cool things that are happening this year for the 2025 event.
Indeed. I'm so excited about this year. Everything is changing. It's like a brand new ride with bigger, more important mission than ever.
Yeah.
Really pumped up about all the things we're going to be doing.
I know. We have weekly meetings, and every week the energy is just increasing and increasing for this year's event, which is happening September 13th at Sawyer Point.
September 13th. And the energy is expanding out into the community already. Everyone we talk to is excited about the new changes we're making as well, especially some of the changes to the route we're doing.
Yeah.
Yes, especially the 4-mile closed course, what I'm calling the party ride along the way. That's going to be the most fun. It's got DJs in the transportation tunnel. We're going to have live music at Smale Park. It's really no cars on the road. It's for entry level to those just out to have fun. I like to envision we're going to have a big giant bike parade.
Ooh, I like that. And it really speaks to how Ride is really an event for all abilities.
That's exactly right. Yeah, if you wanted to ride longer distances and you're more experienced, we've got the 30, 50, 60-mile rides into Kentucky and along Route 8 along the river, which is beautiful. I went out and rode that last week with local cycling group. It was a lot of fun.
And that's a really popular route with local cyclists as well.
It is, yeah. Yeah, backed by popular demand. That's the historic ride route, and people have been clamoring for us to come back to that side for a long time.
Yeah, and to your point, this is the 19th year for Ride Cincinnati, and we have a lot of enthusiasts who are excited to come back. And one of the reasons is because we have changed the fundraising model as well. We've made it a little bit easier for people to participate.
Yeah, that's exactly right. For the last few years, we focused heavily on the fundraising with tiered pricing that matched longer distances. And what we really heard from the community is, there's a barrier of entry that some can't quite make, but really more importantly, those that wanted to ride long distances should be able to do so at kind of the same entry point. And so this year, it's an encouraged and even incentivized fundraising model, but there's a flat entry fee for any route you want to do to get into the concert and live music at the end and the big celebration, which I'm sure we'll get into in a moment. But yeah, it's a flat fundraising model with encouraged and incentivized. So when you go above and beyond, you're going to get some ride swag to come along with it.
We love swag.
Yes, we do.
As much as we love a party. And that's, that's the heart and soul of Ride Cincinnati. When I'm always talking to people, I'm like, you have to see this after party, right?
Oh, yeah.
I've been doing this event for 10 years, and every year it's been getting bigger and better. And tell me a little bit about what's in store for this year's event.
Yeah, so live music, Naked Karate Girls are going to be on stage for 2.5 to 3 hours post-ride. It is an all-inclusive event. We've got 20-plus food vendors and food trucks, anything from ice cream and hamburgers and conies and pizzas. And, Bibby Bop is going to be there again this year, which was a big favorite last year.
Good.
Yeah, everybody. But we've got drinks, Sam Adams and Truly, and then others in between. But it's just a giant celebration of fun. And it's a celebration of effort, right? So we've got survivor stories and survivor booths, and we'll have some of our sponsors kind of giving testimonials and riders giving testimonials. And, I always enjoy it because it's a lot of fun, but I'm also moved every year when we have this ride.
Absolutely. And cancer is one of those things. I mean, at our core, Ride Cincinnati, we raise money for cancer research, education, and care. And to hear those survivor stories, and all of us have been touched by cancer, right? The statistic that we always give is 1 in 2 men and 1 in 3 women have been touched by cancer in their lifetime. So that's all of us. I mean, I have family members who are going through it and are at, actually patients at Cincinnati Cancer Advisors right now. And, having that support and the community support is really moving for everybody.
It really is. And it's an interesting thing. So I get asked a lot how I got involved with Ride Cincinnati, and I didn't have that cancer story, right? It wasn't my main cause. I got involved with Ride Cincinnati. I was looking for something altruistic. I saw what they were doing for the city and for the cancer community, and I thought that's something I want to be a part of. But then the moment you start to work with this organization, you meet folks like Tom and Allison and Steve, and just all of those riders and survivors that are here because they've had their own journey, they've lost a loved one, their loved ones are going through it. And just in the short time that I've been with Ride, which this is my 5th year, it's hit home. It's become personal. My wife lost her father to esophageal cancer. I've seen uncles and other folks go through it, and it is just crazy how quickly cancer can sneak up on your family.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I mean, one of the main goals too of these local cancer organizations is to elevate the level of care so that people can have treatment right here and they don't have to go out of town to receive that care. And, you know, every fundraising dollar goes towards cancer research, education, and care right here in Cincinnati.
That's right. And that's the thing I like about it so much, is that it is truly a local initiative. You know, we are expanding our mission this year, and we're widening our breach to include grants possibilities for all the local healthcare systems, and really any nonprofit in the cancer space can apply for a grant through Ride Cincinnati. Feel free to reach out if you're hearing this and you want to learn more.
Wink, wink.
info@ridecincinnati.org. But yeah, there's a lot of opportunity for folks to get involved and truly benefit their own personal cancer causes.
Yeah. And you said you've been involved for 5 years.
Yeah, this will be my 5th.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We've loved working with you. So what's your favorite ride memory?
Oh, wow, that's a good point. Good question. I loved last year. Every year, as Allison said, we just get bigger and better at our celebration. Last year at our starting line with just the energy, the cheerleaders, John cheering everyone on, people lined up as the riders were taking off. It was kind of a moving and fun experience.
That was definitely a memory for sure. So we had the start line lined with the University of Cincinnati cheerleaders. John from KISS 107 always brings the energy, and it was it was definitely a high energy moment.
So when I look back at photos, there's one that I'm standing way at the back and just looking ahead, and I know this photo because that's where I was standing. And you're standing in front of the start line, taking a picture, and the Krogies are in front of you, and John's in front of them, and UC's in front of them, and then just hundreds of riders beyond. And looking at that picture, I can immediately step back to where I was and how it felt.
Actually, you sent me that picture, and I love it. It's probably one of my favorite memories from last year's ride too. And it's funny because I'm always the one behind the cameras and taking the pictures and getting the content. So it's fun to be in the front and center of yours.
That's exactly right. And I also, last year we added a Why I Ride wall where people could go kind of like write their own stories. You know, I'm riding for Grandma, I'm riding for John, and just seeing people as they filled that out was truly special.
Yeah. I mean, it goes to the point again that, like, you know, everybody's been touched by cancer. And so to really see that in magnitude is something, it's moving.
That's right. It is.
Yeah. What else do people need to know about this year's ride, and how can they get involved? And
registration is open, ridecincinnati.org. Again, flat fee for entry, so everybody, including you, can get involved. We've got corporate organizations, we've got family organizations, we've got individuals that ride. It's truly a ride for everyone. And even if you don't ride a bike, we have a fan zone where people can come down and cheer on. And if you want to be part of the event, there are, I believe it's called a event attendee option on our website, where you just click that and you're in all-inclusive party, live music, and you can be part of the festivities and the celebration.
And that's what we love.
That's what we love.
It's a great day. So mark your calendars.
That's right.
September 13th.
September 13th.
And we'll see you there.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us for our very first episode of the Ride Cincinnati podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates, and we will be continuing to share new and exciting things that are happening with this year's ride for 2025, and other guests, local celebrities, and fun surprises.
Way more fun than me.
Oh.